I'm Sue Gabriel. I'm the executive director of Beverly Bootstraps, and I can't tell you how excited that I am that we are here today for this event. It's been more than 3 years in the making, so it's really a huge day for Beverly Bootstraps and the communities of Beverly and Manchester by the Sea, and everybody else that we serve, because occasionally other people come through our door. So at first I want to warn you that we are right near the train station, and so we may have to interrupt ourselves for a minute or two when those trains pull into the station, but we're very glad for fabulous transportation in and out of the big city. But we will have to deal with that, so we will. And secondly, I'd like to recognize the elected officials that have joined us this morning. I know Mayor Cahill was here, but I think he had to scoot out to another event. But I think Kevin Hartunian is here. He's the Chief of Staff of Beverly. Hi, Kevin. Thank you. And then also, we've got Manchester Chair of the Board of Selectmen, Tom Kehoe. Good morning, Tom. Thank you. And State Representative Jerry Paracella is here somewhere. There he is. And I know that our Senator Joan Lovely is going to join us as well, but she'll probably be sneaking in just a minute or two, and her traffic was a little challenging. So at this point, I am really lucky because I'm going to get to sit down because our board chair and the chairman of the steering committee are going to do all the heavy lifting for us today, which is fabulous news. So first up is our board chair, Mimi McFadden. Mimi, come on up.
Let's go. Can you all hear me? Okay. Great. Thank you all for being here. It is a very exciting day for Beverly Bootstraps. Most of you probably know this, but about 23 years ago, Beverly Bootstraps was just a small little food pantry in the basement of the First Baptist Church on Cabot Street. And now we are the leading social service organization on the North Shore. So I think that's a big 23 years that we've had. Beverly Bootstraps, over the last year especially, or the last several years, we've seen a lot of growth and a lot of need in the community. In the last year alone, we've served over 4,000 individuals in 20 of our different programs. And so clearly with that kind of need, we need more space. And the space that we have on Cabot Street, I have to give it to our staff and our volunteers. They've been able to serve all these people and do this in a very small space, but it's something that we need to do in order to serve the community. Hold on, sorry. Okay, so it's been a long road to get to this day. In 2011, the board of directors and the leadership team of Beverly Bootstraps adopted a 5-year strategic plan. And one of the major parts of the strategic plan was to deal with our space issue. And so after a lot of long meetings and a lot of brainstorming, this decision, first of all, I need to say, did not come easily or lightly. We contemplated all different options. I feel like it was a really strong, great group of people coming together, great minds, thinking about what was best for Beverly Bootstraps. And today, we get to celebrate a very special milestone in Beverly Bootstraps history. Today, we celebrate the groundbreaking of our new home here. And now, all of our services, our food pantry, and our thrift store, as well as the expansion of our programs, will all be under one roof, which I think is a great step for this organization. So there's a few shout-outs, a few thank yous that are definitely in order here. First of all, I want to thank the McLean Law Firm, who are our attorneys. And Samasco and Verbiage, our architects. Both of them have donated a large part of their services to help make this happen. So thank you to them. And I want to formally announce that BWK of Middleton will be our contractor on the job. They have, thank you BWK. They too have sat in a lot of long meetings and brainstorming sessions to make sure that we're going to be fiscally responsible and that there will be long sustainability of the building. So I think that we're really looking forward to working with them. Both Will and Bill Fallon and the site supervisor, Steve, who will be on site with the crew all the time. It's going to be a great working relationship, and we look forward to working with you all. So thank you. And at this point, I was supposed to stop and announce the next speaker, but there's a really important thank you that needs to happen here. And that's to Sue Gabriel, our fearless leader, and her team. Amy, Heather, Andrea, Helene, Jackie, Gus. It goes on and on. But I have to say, you've heard the saying, it takes a village to make something happen. And it does take a village, but it also takes a leader in that village. And I have to say, I am honored to work with Sue and her team. It has been a pleasure. I have never seen people who are so motivated and wear their heart right out on their sleeve and are so driven to make something so important happen in this community. They give countless hours. I think it goes without saying that they don't make a ton of money. They do this out of the kindness of their heart and because they really, truly want to see the need here be served in Beverly and Manchester. So I can say I've worked on a lot of committees. I've helped raise money for a lot of other organizations. I've done a lot of volunteer work. This has been totally rewarding. I feel honored to be a part of it. And so thank you, Sue, for all you do. And now I get to turn the microphone over to our campaign co-chairs, Beth Payson and Brooke Dane.
Good morning, everyone. Just again to echo Mimi's comments, we'd like to thank you all for coming here and everyone who's helped make this day possible. It truly is a very exciting day for Beverly Bootstraps. A little over a year ago, Sue, Mimi, and Heather approached Beth and I and asked us to be co-chairs of the first ever capital campaign for Beverly Bootstraps. Hello.
Oh, there you go. I was going to say, Mimi was a little shorter than you.
Yeah, I know. All right. So a little over a year ago, these guys approached Beth and I to be co-chairs of the first capital campaign for Beverly Bootstraps, building community together. We enthusiastically agreed. Since then, we've worked closely with a dedicated group of steering committee members to plan and implement a multi-million-dollar campaign to support the purchase and renovation of this new space. We couldn't have done it alone and would like to thank the committee members who've been working hard alongside the two of us. Faith Emerson's here today. Wave your hand, Faith. Thank you, Faith. Alex Devereaux, Nina Wilson, Nick Savignano, and Elizabeth Dick. Thank you all for all your hard work. As co-chairs of the campaign, we would like to personally thank each and every one of you and those who could not attend today's event. It's the continued generosity and support of donors that make this project a reality. As you may have seen over on the sign on the left here, there are many donors that have given to date. Today, though, we want to take a moment to recognize a few donors who have chosen to name rooms and areas within the new building through their extraordinary generosity. Kurt and Therese Meldon for naming the educational service floor, Tim and Emily Collins for naming the reception area, the Institute for Savings through their Main Street Charitable Foundation for naming the community conference room, CSL Americas for naming the donation prep area, Leon and Patricia Martins for naming the child-friendly client meeting room to honor Patricia's parents, Lorraine B. and James A. Finn. It's now our honor as co-chairs to make a very special announcement. We're thrilled to share with you that Mr. Ralph E. Bates of Manchester by the Sea is generously supporting this project with a $1 million gift. In recognition of his leadership of the campaign, we're naming the new building So everybody, welcome to the Ralph E. Bates Center for Support. We're extremely grateful to Ralph and all of our donors who together have helped us raise a little over $3,080,000. Even with this incredible news, and as co-chair of the campaign, I have to remind everyone, we're still in the fundraising mode. Our work's not done yet. We're in the midst of the community phase of our campaign and are still actively asking individuals, corporations, and foundations for their support. The more we can raise, the better for Beverly Bootstraps and the people we serve. So please encourage everyone to join you in giving to this campaign. At this time, we'd like to invite State Representative Jerry Paracella, State Senator Joan Lovely, and Ralph Bates to come forward. We have a special commemorative gift for Ralph.
Take care of the speech part.
Joan.
Mr. Bates, thank you so much for all that you've done in our community. Obviously,
Bootstraps is such an important and vital resource for Beverly. We wish that we didn't have to have Bootstraps and that there was nobody going hungry, but obviously Sue and the board have stepped up and really made this a vital aspect of providing services to Beverly. And Mr. Bates, you've done so much in the greater Beverly community in Manchester, supporting the YMCA. You've been very generous. And now with your incredible contribution to Bootstraps, I want to present this citation from Senator Lovely and myself. What timing. So I'll just read it. Be it hereby known to all that the Massachusetts House of Representatives and Senate offers its sincerest congratulations to Ralph E. Bates in recognition of your tremendous support and generous contributions to the greater Beverly community. The entire membership extends its very best wishes and expresses the hope of future good fortune and continued success in all endeavors, given the 16th day of June, 2015. Signed by Senator Lovely and myself. Thank you very much, sir. Can we do the official photo op? All righty, we want the official photo op. Thank you.
Okay. You can have the all.
Thanks, Jerry and Joan. And now we're going to do the official groundbreaking. We put the shovel into the ground. Ralph, would you come over here by the...
I've been shoveling for a long time.
There you go, right there in the middle.
Okay. How's that?
Well, that concludes the formal program. We have a lot of photos to take. If you were on a photo list, please hang tight and we'll get some photos. And we cannot thank you all enough for your participation in this project. And we can't tell you how excited we are to be at this day. So thank you all for coming and celebrating with us, and have a wonderful rest of the day, because if there's not sunshine, there really is up there, right? Thank you.